Welcome, Aquarius, to Finally Found Tarot 1111. Today we are going to be doing your love reading. So please, what I'm going to say is I have meditated on your energy, pre-drew your spread because it takes like 10 minutes of shuffling. I didn't think anybody wanted me to see. It's a very vast spread. I will explain it to you. So this is going to be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Aquarius. Take the messages that resonate with you, claim them for yourself. Toss to the universe what is not. It's not meant for you, and that's okay. Check your other Moon, Rising, and Venus placements and the videos that correspond with those to get some more intuitive guidance if you don't find it here. Remember, time and energy is fluid, so whenever you're directed to this video, it's the right time for you, Aquarius. So again, this will be for the coupled Aquarius. So this is going to represent your guys' relationship right now, your kind of overall energy. This Aquarius will represent you. The red cards will represent your partner. Please remember, roles could be reversed. Put it wherever you see fit, okay? This is going to be a White Light Oracle healing message regarding your relationship. This is going to be your animal kin, ancestors, angel guide messages towards your relationship. And this is going to be the potential outcome of the relationship based on the path that you're on now, okay? So I did, like I said, say a prayer and invoke your spread. We will use the singing rule to balance your energies and draw you and your partner to the spread. As I do so, I ask that you take a deep breath in and exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so, just to bring your energy to this reading and calm your overall energies for yourself, okay, as I say the prayer. So we're going to get started on that, and then we're going to jump right in. If you're new to the channel, welcome. So happy to have you. If you're a returning watcher, again, so welcome back. I love the support. Thank you very much. It means so much to me. Please like, share, and subscribe so it gets out to other Aquarius and other signs out there that need to heal these healing messages. Okay, so without further ado, let's get this started. May the universe grant me the power of water to accept with ease and grace which I cannot change. The power of fire to change with energy and courage those things which I can. The power of air to know with intuition and wisdom which is which. The power of earth to continue with strength and steadfastness on my journey. And may the power of the divine bless this reading to be true and sound and to accurately guide my hand by theirs alone. And may this put energy of tranquil, peace, relaxation, and good vibes into Aquarius' reading. All right, Aquarius. Let's let this bowl sing while we get it started. So we're going to jump into this overall energy. Love is in the air, Aquarius. Everything is perfectly balanced. So you and your partner are going through some balancing energy. I love this card. We're all standing on top of each other. All good relationships require that give and take, that balance and energy that sometimes is hard to come across, right? We don't always find that so easily, but this is feeling like Aquarius, your relationship's very balanced right now, that they're beautiful light beings kind of holding you guys up and bringing you what you guys need. Optimistic Jupiter kind of is magnifying all those attributes kind of the dog, which is joyful and cheerful, the cat, which is independent and self-confident, right? And bird, communication and adaptation, and the flower, beauty and faith. So your family here on the other side of that veil is proud of you and sending you positive energy with this card here. You have creativity, strength, agility, and intelligence to follow your dreams in regards to your relationship. You guys are children of the universe, and you're here to bring love and balance to a world that needs your help. So maybe, Aquarius, you guys could be partnering with other couples. I feel like my guides just told me you guys could be coupling other couples, or counseling other couples, sorry. But when you close your eyes, feel your heart, focus on your breathing, and you contact that part of you that's universal, endless, and loving. Don't take anything seriously in your relationship. Keep that sense of humor about things. You guys know that when people seem angry or impatient, it's not about you, right? You guys have kind of balanced that out, figured that out. Silently send them your love and help them heal their imbalances. And that bonus, you send the more love you send, you get it back. So it's that universal law. So give yourself a mini vacation. Feel the love and beauty emanating from each other. Like your Daisy here in this card. You guys are special and a bit unusual in regards to your relationship, I feel here. Others see this extraordinary in the ordinary, and you'll always be the sought after relationship here. And people are looking at you and saying, that's what you want. You're like shooting stars, and people are like, we want that relationship, right? When you find balance, harmony, and peace and the beauty around you, beauty's everywhere, and I feel like you guys are on this beautiful path. And it couldn't be better energy, really, right? So, we are now going to jump into this. Aquarius, we're going to start with your past energy here, okay? Then we'll jump into your partner's past, or then your present, partner's present, your future, partner's future, okay? So, card 14, ask for help. What do you really need and be willing to accept support? So in the past, Aquarius, I feel like you had some sort of trouble communicating what you really needed in your relationship. It could have been a struggle for you just to simply ask for that help. And it took you some time to come there, but you did in the past come, and you're finally able, I feel like, to trust the communications that you have with your partner, and realize that there was so much support available to you when you asked for that help. You did receive it. You let go of that fear and that pride that did not benefit you, nor give you the desire in your relationship. Perhaps you kind of felt insulated by a challenge. Take a minute to think about what you need support with. Evaluating your feelings is going to enable you to effectively communicate, and I think you did ask for what you wanted and were able to communicate that. And that was a beautiful energy for you. You see this beautiful mermaid that kind of sits at the knee of that wise old man. You may recognize the love that she feels as he gets the support there. This yellow reflecting off the water is sort of the mermaid's hair, are calling you to expand your self-awareness, and I think you guys did that in your relationship. It's important to know when extra help is needed, or when your partner needs that extra help. Could go vice versa there. And I think you guys are able to rightly balance that energy out here, and I think that's fundamentally going to be very beneficial for you, okay? That being said, going right into this, we have 22, the heart of the matter. There's nothing more going on. There's more going on than meets the eye. So in the past, there was something more going on with you or your partner. If you look in those cards, like, there is a lot going on there. So in the past, you definitely felt like there was more going on, and you wanted to get to this heart of the matter, and you took a moment to get to those genuine issues in the situation. The truth of what's going on lies at the very heart of that situation, and you had to be honest and willing to do whatever was necessary to take care of it. I felt like you did, whether you see your current scenario or your past scenario as positive or negative, it did happen for a reason. So awareness and understanding is going to help you see beyond that current circumstance. You could feel difficult at first, but with time you kind of felt that you might differently understand things and the way they unfolded, right? Even if you are or were in emotional upheaval, there was an outcome that would bring love and blessings. So this beautiful angel kind of watches over a sleeping child like a mirror dream spills her slumber, right? Sometimes it feels like you're surrounded by way more than you can comprehend, Aquarius. This card was showing you there's a higher power working on your behalf at that time, and you were watched over and loved. And that situation did get resolved in time, I believe, right? And then you have 16, love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Okay, so this, I think, was hard for you to embrace. You didn't want to trust your partner's love. You had this guarded jade, maybe came from a jaded past relationship, and you had a deep struggling, trying to embrace that your partner was real for you and that they loved you. It took you some time to recognize it and that it was showing up to you, right? Comes in that smile on that stranger's face, simple acts of kindness, and that warm sun on the blue sky. You are loved, and how lucky is that? If you feel like you need a little more love, look around you, take it as happening, and communicate that with your partner. Ask for the help. And I think you did. Love comes in diverse shapes and varieties. Know you and what you love, and what loves you in return. So this woman here, she kind of spins with her arms out wide, The many images that are skirted of individuals, couples, and nature all reflect her environment here. Her open arms are a beautiful reminder to keep an open heart and mind. Love is around you always. And I think it took you some time to understand that, yeah, you had to embrace love, right? You had to stop shutting it off. You were shutting it off a lot of Aquarius, but looking for them to keep coming back, but pushing them away, right? And I think there got to be a point in the past where they didn't keep running back all the time, and then it kind of made you, okay, I need to start communicating and ask for help better, okay? For your partner, they got in the past to represent happy, happy in reverse. So there's reversals in this deck as well. 26, happy, happy. Okay, so it's not saying that they weren't happy, happy in the past, but what it is saying to me here is that you have to definitely, okay, so in relationships, there are moments where you kind of feel good about who you're with, and know that your heart is kind of wide open to it, to love and that caring for another. But this showed them lightening up, because the time to be ridiculous and silly, they had to embrace that energy, see the world through the eyes of a clown, sort of, and they didn't take themselves or any situation seriously. They were having fun, being playful, making laughter the order of the day. It was kind of good for a while, and everything kind of seemed to fall into place. Being happy and lighthearted is a wonderful icebreaker. Yes, it is. Life's meant for play as well as work, and they kind of were embracing that laughter for tears and celebration. Spirit wanted to sparkle through them and embracing that silly things that they were doing in energy, but it was kind of, I feel like my guy's saying, not making me very pleased. So then they got thinker, 44 in reverse. Okay, so in the past, your partner could have been quite the deep thinker, I think, with expressing their own emotions, or just always seems to be off in their own state of emotion. Love is not always logical, but when you choose a partner, it's good to have some things in common other than desire. This is a time to weigh those pros and cons of that relationship, right? You may be suffering from analysis paralysis here. I think in your past, your partner was definitely doing that. Thinking had its place, but trying to figure everything out logically was not working right out for them. Their conclusions kind of ended up being faulty, and maybe acting upon false assumptions that could have got them in a jam. They need to give their mind a rest. They're going to come to their senses, and that haha moment would bring them clarity in the past, but not quite yet, I don't feel like. Round and round, yeah. Card 25. So round and round, they're thinking ahead, and the analysis paralysis they go, right? Stuck in that energy. Now, it's important, like, okay, this is upright, so that's a great energy, but are you wondering, how did you get here again in this relationship? I feel like that's what your partner was thinking. Does something feel familiar now in the dynamic with you? Maybe a little too familiar. Don't be surprised that you found themselves repeating an old story with the same person who might not look similar but attracted you because of their easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. So you might not represent a person from their past, but you kind of have the same qualities. Now, don't go judgmental and knock on your partner's door. But there's this relationship of a mix is what's good and what's potentially challenging. You've been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. You might have circled back to an accustomed spot, a familiar place, but that's fine, as you do get to do things again, only differently this time, for you've learned something of great value since the last time around, right? You're never every time you go back, it's never going to be the same, right? You did learn something. How you're going to choose to behave now that you're aware of, remain curious and stay out of that blame game. And I think that that's energy that, okay, they're like, we got to stay out of this blame game. It's not doing us any good. Then, going into your present energy, we have 38. Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. Beautiful energy. Okay, so I think that was absolutely something that you guys needed to look at in this past. You're in the present here. Your love aims to do what's best for that other person, right? Speak honesty, tell the truth about your emotions. There's an opportunity to clear the air and create a positive outcome here. Truthfulness is an important part of any relationship. If you're sharing something that isn't real, you're not being straightforward. When you avoid the truth because you fear how it's going to be received, you create blocks or walls in that relationship, right? And with clarity, love, and softness, honesty, you work on speaking that, right? To get to a truth and develop a stronger bond with your partner, you might want to be compassionate about their emotions. Aquarius, try to be open to what they have to say and avoid personalizing their frankness. So this woman's face here faces a masked man who's presenting her with a rose. The mask suggests something is hidden or being glossed over, out of fear or upsetting each other. The woman's back turn could indicate an unwillingness to behave, to believe that there's more going on than meets the eye here. You're responsible for how you communicate with your partner. Be open and connected to create that healthy relationship. And when you do, you're going to get a lot of benefits here. Card 3, back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. Okay, so Aquarius, you're going into this time of reevaluating your desires here, thinking deeply about kind of what you really want in this relationship. That's not a bad thing, but as long as you're not doing it in a harmful or hurtful way towards your partner, that's never going to be good. So what this is, you can change what you're doing at any time, Aquarius. You do not have to feel stuck. Go back to what you know, more importantly than what you love. Ask your angels to guide you with this process. You can do anything you generally want to do, so take inventory of your relationship and look where you guys got off track and find what you need to do to get back to you. You're meant to live that life of happiness, bliss, and love in this relationship, and wealth are your fate, but you can change your mind at any time and do something you have always longed to do. When you do something you love, you reconnect to your bliss. So make sure that this is what you love, but don't think the green grass is always going to be on the greener on the side, because often it's greener where you water it. So this girl, she's kind of debating. She celebrates that she finds this beautiful path before her. The doves flying next to her symbolize love, peace, and tranquility. The butterfly is leading the way to rejuvenation and transformation. A face in the distance is watching over this path here, and it's a reminder that you're never alone. Your path is always divinely guided in your relationships too. Now usually we get only 3 cards out. You did get 2 for the next that came out together. So this is 6. Be willing to express love to receive love. Aquarius, true, very true, very true. So Aquarius, you could be having a little bit of trouble expressing love at this time. You're generally loving individual though, but expressing, it helps them feel supported, respected, and cared about. As you practice this custom, you're going to become more loving, and when you want to be more loving, it's easy to recognize in ways of doing so. One way to express love is through eye contact. Your eyes are the most expressive part of your body. Making eye contact when you're speaking with someone tells them that you see and hear and appreciate them. Try making eye contact with others on a daily basis, and especially in your relationship. It's easy to become distracted by our busy lives, but at a moment of eye contact can make a world of difference to your partner when you communicate with them. So that young sea nymph here makes eye contact with a small mermaid sitting in a seashell. The seashell represents the spiritual gifts that you do possess, Aquarius. The feathers on the sea nymph's head are about giving thanks or showing appreciation. Mermaids are a symbol of love, but share eye contact with those you speak to and see how it deepens your connection with them and in this relationship. 42, rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. And I think this is regard. Take a rest in your break. Go and take some time out together. Relax and rejuvenate together, because we all need it. Nobody's exempt from needing this, right? You're at your best aspects of your life when they're balanced. Love yourself and your partner enough to create an environment where everyone has the opportunity to take care of their needs. You're at your best and able to fully appreciate all that life has to offer when you're well rested. When you're under a lot of stress, your muscles respond and become tense. So beware of what stress feels like for you, and implement some relaxation techniques to keep things from escalating in your relationships. Your ability to calm down and relax will improve and with practice, right? It's important to recognize and address your needs. Do not wait until you're completely depleted, before you stop for rejuvenation. Make relaxation that part of your day. Give your mind and muscles a much needed break. So this mermaid, she's kind of lying on the ocean floor, and a pod of dolphins swim overhead. The pale green hue of the artwork kind of is highlight a need to take the time to heal. Dolphins have that innate ability to go into that beta state for rest after a long night of hunting. What is your idea of relaxing? Allow rest and rejuvenation to be a part of your life, And I think that will be a powerful part of your relationship, letting them, you guys just embrace this energy of just taking some time out for you guys, okay? It's okay to say no to other people. Partners, present energy, we have 36, come to the edge. Yes, so your partner's asking you to take that leap with them, come to the edge. Card 36, to embrace something that you haven't embraced before, which is beautiful stuff here, because it's scary to be truly intimate, Aquarius, with someone, but your partner's, to allow her or him to see that all of you, especially the parts that you kept hidden and protected, but now is that time to take that risk and let yourself truly be seen. It's important that you speak up, voice what you need, and state who you are and what you hope for. This is not the time to play it safe, but to take that leap of faith. You're going to be glad you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. One step towards the goals, and they'll deliver you what you truly desire. And that means, yeah, your partner's asking you to come to the edge, Aquarius. Yang, be their yin, be their yin. So they got the present yang energy going for them, beautiful energy here. So they're ready to move forward with you. I feel like absolutely, and I think you should embrace this energy, because this is the masculine principle of movement and that creative power to make things happen, Aquarius. Circumstances are supporting action on your part, and this is your partner's energy. It's okay to make the first move. Trust that they're going to move quickly and know where they stand. In matters of the heart, there is movement toward their highest good, so go forth with assurance. Passion's in the air. Now is that time that they're going to take that lead and tune into the tune of love, take that lead and go for what they really want in this relationship. Flexible. They're being quite flexible in their demands with you, Aquarius, I believe here. Card number 19. They want something that's different, something that's flexible, something that gives you guys this, in every relationship, that's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things, and they're kind of being open now, letting that go of that rigidity that was kind of what they felt like was required. They're letting go of that always that need to be right. It's okay. They're coming to this happy compromise and still getting their needs met, and they're realizing it's a beautiful day when you can meet halfway, right? The appearance, as this card is also a signal that the person you have met is kind of feeling like you're not your type, but who's going to turn out to be so special that you can easily release your old ideas about what sort of partner is right for you. Be flexible. You're happy you made this choice. And I think that looking back, this isn't the type of person that you're not the type of person that they would have traditionally picked, but they're so happy they picked you because you've given them so much more. In the future, you've got 26, new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. So I don't think there's new love in your relationships, so don't panic. But I think it could be new love in rekindling your relationships, Aquarius. I think that you guys could be rekindling a romance or like a new love energy here. Everything has its season, okay? Get ready for someone special now in your life. If you're in a relationship, there's a burst of fresh energy coming into this partnership. This could also mean fresh enthusiasm in a place of employment, but you're going to feel like you're in a rut in the future here. You're going to close your heart to possibilities and opportunities. You feel like there's nothing new or adventurous out there for you. The most wonderful promise is that each day comes as a new beginning, so you can put that past behind you and look forward to the energy that's coming into your life. Find new ways to change up 13 in your relationships here. Look around you and engage with your partner with an open mind and spirit. Try to learn something new about the person in your life and enhance your chances of making a new connection and engaging in a different way, a positive way with your partner. Initiate those interactions and maybe a social gathering, but you never know where it might lead. Shooting stars falling into the hands of with this whimsical young fairy. Stars symbolize ideas, success, good fortune, luck, destiny, and achievement, right? So falling stars are about making a wish or setting an intention around something you want to bring to your life or your relationship. This may be a reminder of time when you welcomed this new love, this new trust, where you really found a great strength in this relationship. And can you remember that excitement we felt when you were in that relationship at the beginning of it? This is going to be, you're wishing for those feelings and love, new love. And you're going to get it, but remember that you have to embrace the love you have, right? Looking for the new and excitement always isn't good because it's never going to always be new, right? 7, the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. Exactly. So this is powerful because I think in the future you're kind of getting off track again. You're kind of being conditioned to dwell on the problems in this relationship. It's important to remember that the true reality is love. Choose to take that deep breath and focus on what is true. And negativity is going to disappear when you affirm everything is okay, when you choose the love in your life, right? There are many things you can do to shift into a more loving flow, Aquarius. Work at having healthy, encouraging conversations with your partner. Squash any negative dialogue and notice the positive aspects with your partner come to life. Be realistic about what's going on in your relationship. Yes, only love is real, but there is sadness, depression, doubt, worry, and anger. This card is about finding balance in your relationship. So the challenging times are not overwhelming, and you're able to remember that love is the core of everything and the core of this relationship. This dominant energy here is the card represents the tree of life, rooted in the earth and expanding towards heaven. While you're having a human experience, it can appear that you are alone. Yet in the heavenly realm, we are all one and love prevails. Yet there are multiple images in the card that symbolize peace, love, and support. Find and meditate something that you're optimistic about in your relationship, and I think that's going to be beneficial for you in the future. Focus on it. 31, love makes a difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. It absolutely does. And I think, Aquarius, in the future, you're going to be looking for that from your partner. A little bit of self-love and love is absolutely strong, and it can endure anything. It's the strongest thing. If you trust love, everything else is going to fall into place. When there are challenges in your relationships, it's important to keep your heart open to it. Healthy boundaries are an essential aspect of creating trust in your relationship, Aquarius. You should be able to give freely from your heart to your partner's heart. Your partner, in turn, should be able to share, knowing you will treasure that mutual respect. Use kindness as a rudder in relationships to keep communication and feelings on course. Kindness is that value that allows both parties to feel understood and nurtured. It validates loving interactions for you. Keep kindness at that forefront of difficult conversations to keep contempt and anger in check in this relationship. This young woman here is kind of playing a record through a morning glory speaker to call her love while she travels to a turbulent ocean. She daydreams of lovers riding in a boat of placid water. Think about what you want in your life. Love will help set things right. Remember, relationships need work to keep them strong, and that's very fundamental. They always need work. If you're looking for something new and exciting all the time, you're going to have to put work into that too eventually. 46, regeneration in reverse. So your partner's going through some sort of transformation in the future here that's going to kind of give them or you a little bit of, yeah, it's going to bring you, I think, to a point where you're going to be like, oh my God, not again. This is endings come in many forms. They could end this relationship briefly, Aquarius, and it's time to stop holding on to what must die so something better can take its place. Whatever isn't working in your life, don't be afraid to face those challenges. There is no need to struggle or grieve. Whatever your question is, let it go. You're going to be reborn. And I think they have to let go of the past hurts that maybe you caused in this relationship, Aquarius, or vice versa. But they have to let it go. No place like home in reverse, card 50. Okay, so they're feeling like, yeah, no place like home in reverse. So there's going to be times when it is familiar and known is not the best choice. Human beings are memory-driven creatures. We look for certainty for what we know, even if the qualities we seek in other people are expressed in unhealthy ways. Avoid being too eager to find home. Choose something familiar and trust that there's going to be, you're going to find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, you're going to get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what feels familiar. What you will attract and be drawn to the very things you want more. The time will not be different unless you do something different, and I think that that's what they're going to embrace in the energy, that they have to do something different in this relationship to make it work, and a fork in the road. Yeah, so this reading kind of took a little bit of a darker energy on your partner's perspective, Aquarius, or this could be vice versa, but this is card 13. I think that that proverbial fork in that road is a lot, yeah, they're feeling like they don't, maybe the energy isn't really truly reciprocated on both sides, and you've kind of been holding on to something that wasn't necessarily for you, but this is indecision is becoming extremely frustrating for your partner. It's going to lead them to anxiety, loss, and confusion. This juncture, you can't remain in the place without losing it. They're all their way altogether, and I feel like they have that, avoiding that tendency to let others choose for you, which promotes that subtle refusal to take responsibility. They're not going to be giving their power away. By not making a choice, they're making a choice, which they have to be accountable for. Whatever the choice leads to undesirable circumstances, they get to go again, right? You always can start again once you've learned a valuable lesson, and I think your partner's learning some valuable lessons. Maybe they leave and come back. Maybe they realize that you are what they want, but they're going to go for this proverbial fork in the road in the near future that's going to kind of leave them some confusion. And then you got card 13, another card 13, basket of 174 horse. So this is your oracle healing message for your relationship, and I'm going to read this from the book because it's kind of, yeah. So you've been moving too fast for too long, and you're not realizing how wound up you guys have become in this relationship, and you're gently unwinding to drop into that deeper, slower healing rhythm. You're going to restore your body, mind, and soul. Things which seem too difficult right now shall soon be very manageable and even pleasurable to accomplish. This is a really, so we're just going to, so this healing frequency of 174 hertz is known as the pain relieving frequency, a nature anesthetic. It is a musical version of the similar low frequency of a purring cat. Wow, that's crazy. So of a purring cat. The cat's purr is considered medically therapeutic as it's 174 hertz. This frequency creates an experience of grounding and slowing down, and evokes deep healing for body, mind, and providing love and peace to organs and tissues, strengthening your bones and your soul. The Oracle Bastet of 174 hertz asks you to slow down and take some time to heal, rest, relax, and enjoy your life. Then you can move more effortlessly by source of positive energy. We deal with issues far more effectively from a place of peace and relaxation than from stress. If you are interested in exploring any of the sacred arts of pleasure, including music and sound, food, touch, and massage, color therapy, or this article encourages you to do so. If an issue has been troubling you, this oracle brings guidance that there is an approach available that can reduce suffering and increase your feelings of happiness. Open your heart to the divine feminine for guidance and inspiration. Bastet is a portent of joy and celebration. Believe in the happiness and healing your heart can create and attract. Beautiful. Dolphin 16, play. If your ancestors are asking you, spirit guides are telling you to be playful in your relationships, go out there and take some time to do just that. It's okay to do that. This is the water energy here. Play is that portal to releasing your purpose, Aquarius. Dolphins draw out the inner child and allow us the opportunity to frolic and play with innocence and a keen sense of wonder. They reflect us deep desire to return back to our playful childhood memories and how much we love to do things that light us up, choosing passion, freedom, and curiosity, connection over the restraints of responsibilities and duties. Dolphins are equally dedicated to learning through exploration and experience as they are observing and mimicking typical behaviors, and that's what they're asking you to do. Get out there and play. Have some fun with each other in your relationship. Diligence is your possible outcome here. You're going to end up with some diligence in your relationship because I think this is going to give you a sense of, there are times in life when you step forward and take risks, but there are other times to be patient, step carefully and slowly, and know that the benefits you will gain in the future will be worth it. Be attentive, meticulous, and persistent in your relationship. Use this time to plan action steps for your future. Be diligent and consistent at each step as you move forward. By doing so, you will harvest remarkable results in the years ahead. This is not a time for instant gratification. Your diligence will pay off in the future tenfold. This is a time for deliberate organization, clean your house, clear clutter out of your life, and be thoughtful about how you spend your time, and be discerning when choosing it with whom you choose to spend it with. Clear out the relationships that are not supporting you or healthy to your relationship. And anybody that's trying to knock your relationship down or get in the middle of it, tell them where to go. Focus on what you know to be real, and that's each other. Until next time, my friends, namaste.